So I'm going to show you a few drills that emphasize these four components. And the more you do these components, the better your hurdlers are going to be. The more confident they're going to become, the faster they're going to run. The first drill are trail leg circles. Now make sure that your athlete's foot isn't behind the hurdle and that they're not opening their hips to pull their leg over the hurdle. Correct that as soon as you see it. Make sure that their foot is in front of the hurdle, they're tall, their hips are forward, and their trail leg is coming high and tight all the way to the front. You also want to make sure that your athletes are performing these drills on both legs to get equal strength in both hips. If there's a situation where you don't have a wall or a fence to lean into for this drill, you can always use another hurdle as your stability as you pull your trail leg over another hurdle. At any point, if you see bad technique, you need to correct it immediately. If you look at this athlete here, you'll see that her trail leg is pointing downward before pulling through the hurdle. You're supposed to pull your knee through your armpit and then back to the front. With a slight change, you can see now she's pulling her knee through her armpit, she's tall, and her knee's coming back into sprint position. Correct bad technique as soon as you see it. Here are a few examples of small corrections that needed to be made. For example, this athlete here, her trail leg's not coming as high, but then I stood her up a little bit, and now her trail leg's coming through a little higher. This young youth athlete, he was opening his hips when he first began. One little correction, now he's taller, he's pulling his trail leg higher. This young lady here, her hips are a little too far back, but then I fixed her, and now she's a little taller. The next drill is called wall drive. So what you're going to do is set up a hurdle in front of a wall or a fence, and you're going to drive into the hurdle, leading with your knee on your lead leg and your lead arm. You're also going to complete this drill on both legs. Remember, the emphasis of the wall drive is to see if the athletes are leading with the knee and the lead arm pushing through the hurdle. If there's a situation where you don't have a fence or a wall for your athletes to drive into, you can always do the rain dance drill, which is the next drill. The emphasis of the rain dance is to drive the knee above the crossbar and then back to the track as quickly as possible. Also complete on both legs. Single leg walkovers, what you're going to do is stay tall. You're going to bring one leg all the way to the next hurdle, keeping your toe dorsiflexed, making sure that you're circulating that trail leg all the way back to the front and then to the track. It is important to emphasize staying forward. If you look at this athlete here, you'll see that he's leaning back slightly, which actually pulls him from the other hurdle. A cue that you could use to make sure that your athletes are staying forward in their position is to have them slightly drop their chin. So tell them to put their chin into their chest slightly, and that will keep them forward. Double leg walkovers. It's almost like you're hurdling, but you're walking over the hurdle. Lead with your knee, trail leg high and tight, all the way back to the track. Toe dorsiflexed. Make sure that you complete these drills also on both legs. So lead with both, trail with both. With your athletes right away, look to make sure that their hips are not opening, but they're pulling their trail leg through to the front. If you take a look at this clip, you'll see that his hips are slightly opening and I can see his entire chest to the left side of his body. Your athlete's body should remain forward the entire time. March overs, you're just going to put a little skip over the side of the hurdle. You're going to drive your knee into your chest, take a little break, and then come right back in the opposite direction. If you have a large group, what you can do is have one side go down and then have them go in a circle and go to the other side. The marching drill may be a little difficult for younger athletes, shorter athletes. That's why keeping the hurdles low is also a good idea. But what you're going to see is once they continue to get better, there should be a rhythm. A rhythm, a rhythm, a rhythm. You will notice the rhythm in every athlete that you see now. There's a few things that they want to work on while they're doing this drill. One, obviously they want to keep their rhythm. Two, they want to really lead with their knee as high as they can, and then they want to get that foot back to the track as quickly as they can while keeping their rhythm.